Saving for college. When I got out of high school, I started putting money away, not so much as going to college, just to put money away. I always did when I was a very little boy. I had my little bank account. I always tried to put every month, put some money into it. And when I started working out of high school, I kept that up. So, you put like $10 a month or $20 a month, what have you, into it. And it wasn't very much. You try to bring up, because you wanted to buy things. I wanted to buy a camera. I wanted to buy this. I was interested in film, 8 millimeter. And somewhere down the line, about 1969, was it? I was told that I could go to college. There was this college called Columbia College, and I could do my still photography down there. And when I got down there, they said, well, yeah, you got a kind of a choice of what you can do. You can get a grade or a pass-fail. Well, I said, oh, pass-fail sounds pretty good, because I would get an hour for attending classes, which I did all the time. I get an hour for doing the work, and I get an hour for doing the test. Okay. It seems the tests were optional. It's like, what? What? Yes. Well, and it was expensive. It was $60 an hour. Oh, well, I get the money in the bank. So the first year I go there, I get, $1,200. Yes, at that time, going to a private school, I don't know about Northwestern, but Columbia College was $1,200 a year. So I did it. Okay, and I was there. They mentioned that I should go get a student loan at a bank. So, but go get a student loan. There's a reason for that, because the following year I can apply for the state scholarship. $1,200, free money? Wow. Okay. So I did it. I got a student loan, which I immediately put into my bank account, the $1,200. And then I applied for the state of Illinois scholarship program, which happened to be $1,500 for the school, $300 processing fee, which they enjoyed, and it paid for my $1,200. And anybody who went to a state school at that time, state schools were about $500 a year. A year. Yeah, a year. Are you kidding? Well, pay was a couple dollars an hour. My mother was working in a factory for $2.50 an hour, $100 a week. I was working at one of my lowest paid jobs back in that time, in the 60s, was 66 cents an hour as a cook, busboy, dishwasher, etc., at Lums in Florida. Yes, I went to Florida, and construction paid a little bit more. But then, of course, on weekends, yes, food. But yeah, well, my job back here, I came back here and worked back here, and it wasn't for too much. It was working in a warehouse. And they say, well, why did you work in a warehouse? Household goods, food. Yeah, but as a student, if I went to a state school, which required grades, mind you, and a lot of crummy courses, it was $500 for, about $500 a year. So that time you could go to 4-year college, cost you a couple grand. Considering now a 4-year scholarship now is 80 grand. But that was different times, different pays, a wholly different world we were living in. But saving for college is very hard because you almost have to start the day you're born to save for college. Um, I know the old Columbia College is like $20,000 a year. Teaching what? The same thing I was taught back in the 1970s. Almost by the same type of professors too. That's right. It's has the things changed over where? A lot of ways are changed. A lot of them are the same. You teach history, you're teaching history. You're just talking about 50 years difference in history of the world or history of the United States. You know, you'd be lucky you're not English and have to study for 1,000 years of history, or Russia, 1,000 years of history. A lot of European countries go back 2,000, 3,000 years of history. That's a lot. But saving for college is hard, and people go into debt. Oh, I want the Biden administration now has Save, trying to pay off some of these people's debts, but it's like paying off your credit card, paying down your credit card. Yes, the yum, oh boy, all the schools are willing to find scholarship for you. Harvard is billions of dollars in scholarship funds, if you're a good enough student for them. They will pay for your education. You can get a history degree. Lawyers are a little bit different. But saving for college is hard. And, well, that's why you go to a junior college and then you go to that. People say, oh, no, I'm going directly to that thing. I can't afford it. I go to junior college.